What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Wager Zone Podcast, and we are back for another week of Dana White's Contender Series, guys. Last week we had another good week. We hit our lock of the week last week in Chapolin to win the fight. He did not get the he did not get the contract, but he still won the fight and hit our lock of the week last week for Dana White's Contender Series. And we just had an overall great week with a lot of knockouts last week. Besides the Chapolin fight, it was probably a great card. This one we have a lot of low level fights. Honestly, I think there's only like one, maybe even two people that deserve to get a contract. Honestly, if it wasn't for the Dana White's Contender Series, we might see a lot of low level fights here, but people will get finished in this one. I probably think so. But also, guys, if you guys want to get access to my lock of the week, check out the description. I have two links in there, and I have a way for you to actually get the lock of the week. Right now, we are 11-3, and for the last 14 days, we're 11-3 cashing out, guys, and we have a lock of the day every single time. So come check it out and let's cash out again. If you guys are here for the first time, click that thumbs up, like the video, subscribe to the page, come back every single day, guys, and let's cash out for today's Dana White's Contender Series. First fight of the night, guys, and with Dyer taking on Carol Foro. This one, I wanted to say I'm very confident in it, but after a little bit more tape study, I think it's going to be a little bit closer fight than I originally thought. But my pick is going to be the same, guys. I'm taking Dyer. She's going to be the taller and longer fighter. I think she's going to be able to pick her apart from the outside, as in pick apart Carol. Carol has good boxing. She likes to get on the inside. She bobs and weaves really well, but the one thing, she doesn't have the head movement that's that good. And Dyer, she's just a really good Muay Thai artist. She throws heavy hands. She has good straight punches. She has kicks to the body, kicks to the head. She's an all-around great fighter when it comes to the striking game. And also, the one thing that made me kind of confident in this fight, she's going to be a really bigger girl in there. She usually wants a fight at 115, but in all the organizations she's been in, especially in PFL, they did not have a 115 women's fight, and she always fought at 125 against the girls that she feel like were just a bigger body type than her. Now she's getting back to her normal weight class at 115 pounds, and I think that's just going to make her a lot bigger in this one, and I expect her to come in here and probably win this fight by decision or a late round knockout. So give me Dyer. I think she comes in here most likely by decision and gets this fight and gets the UFC contract. Alright, guys, next fight is going to be Chasen Blair taking on Samuel Sanchez. This one, guys, I'm probably going to be taking Chasen Blair, but it is a 50-50 fight, just like the odds say. It's a -110, -110. Chasen Blair opened up as an underdog at a +110, +105, but now some money's came in on him. Now it's a pick 'em, and I kind of see why. Chasen Blair is making his return to the Dana White's Contender Series, and most times when the people make their return to the Dana White's Contender Series, they end up getting that win on the second time. But Chasen Blair is just an all-around great grappler. Last time, he couldn't use his wrestling and a lot of his grappling skills because he was going up against a guy Cody Steele, where Cody Steele is all around just a great grappler as well, and he's very strong. And this one, he's going up against a guy that's a striker, and Samuel Sanchez. Samuel Sanchez hasn't fought the best competition. Chasen Blair has fought the overall better competition, and I expect Chasen Blair to get that double A, take him down to the floor, probably get a ground and pound finish or a submission. So for this one, give me Chasen Blair. Like I said, I think it's going to be either a submission or a ground and pound finish. Alright, guys, next fight, Franco taking on Freddie Vidal. This one, guys, I'm taking Franco, and I think he's going to get this one done pretty easily. I think he's going to be able to get that double A, take him down right away, and start landing some heavy ground and pound and get the ground and pound finish. One thing I can't say, in my opinion, both these people aren't UFC level. I don't think any of these guys are going to do anything in the UFC. I think they'll type of dudes to come and get a contract in the Contender Series, then probably lose like 1 or 2 fights in the UFC and eventually get dropped. Franco is probably very newer to the sport, and I do believe he has a higher potential. This guy's very strong. He has good double legs, takes people down to the ground and heavy ground and pound after he gets into full mount. But you guys, like I said, he also hasn't fought the best competition, but either Vidal hasn't either. But the one thing I've seen from Vidal is that he can easily be taken down, and if he doesn't have the grappling, he doesn't have the grappling skills to go and reverse the guy Franco, as in like he's had the transitions to actually I almost lost my train of thought, guys. Sorry about that. He actually had the transitions to actually beat these guys that took him down in the lower level competition, and now he's fighting a guy that actually has good top control compared to the guys he's actually fought before. So I think Franco gets him to the floor, lands some heavy ground and pound and full mount, and finishes his fight by knockout. So for this one, Franco by ground and pound. Alright, guys, just a quick break in action before I finish up this video. We went 10-2 last week in our Lock of the Day. So if you guys want to become a lock of the Day member, you can join that Buy Me a Coffee. This is my Cash App tag if you want to also become a member, you can send me a tip on Cash App, Venmo, or Zelle and give me your contact information, and then I can come and give you guys the lock of the days every single day of the month. Every single day I'll have a new lock of the day. Like I said, last week we went 10-2. We cashed out really big on the lock of the days. And like I also said, the links will be in the description along with my bets. One of the bets every single day that I put out will be my lock of the day. Either you can guess and try to guess which one's my lock of the day, or you guys can become a member on the Buy Me a Coffee or send me a tip on any of those payment methods and let me know a contact method, and I will give you guys my lock of the day. And all right guys, now back to the action. All right, guys, next fight, Cam T taking on Lerone Douglas. Guys, this one, I am taking Douglas. I think Douglas is going to eventually knock out Teague probably in that first round or the early in the second. I just think he's an all-around better fighter. I think he has a good takedown defense. I think he's a better striker. I think Teague's going to stand there and actually try to strike with him as well. So I don't believe that Teague has anything that can honestly win this fight. And this is one of those fights I'm actually very competitive. I mean, I'm very confident in. I think Douglas takes him out. And if you guys want to take that knockout prop, because Douglas is a minus 800, minus 700 favorite at the moment, but I think he deserves it. He fights out of Bloodline MMA with a lot of great fighters out of there, training with Cub Swanson. And these guys from Bloodline have been on a great run recently, and I expect Lerone Douglas to get this fight done and knock him out in that first or early in the second. So give me Lerone Douglas by knockout. All right, guys, this fight's going to be Anthony Guarascio, I think it's Guarascio, taking on Steven Asplin. Guys, I almost took Asplin. This one's kind of a 50-50 fight. I don't know if I'm going to have too much an investment in it, but I do believe one of these guys are going to get knocked out. I think Asplin's going to be the one to get knocked out. I think Anthony's going to probably land one of those overhand rights and eventually put Asplin away. Asplin probably has the better cardio, but I just think he leaves his chin open too much. He's been hit with his overhand rights really well, and he gets taken down pretty easily. And I think if Guarascio wants to take him down, he can and land some heavy ground and pound, or he can land an overhand right. But Anthony is very green. Only 3-0 in this sport. Both these guys are kind of green. Asplin is 5-1. Anthony is 3-1. All right, 3-0, but I just think Anthony's gonna eventually land the overhand right, or use the grappling and take him, or I should say the wrestling, take him down, get in top mount, and end up landing some ground and pound finish, landing some ground and pound, and get the ground and pound finish on Steven Asplin. But like I said, it's 50-50 fight. The odds are kind of close, but Asplin is the underdog. But I think Anthony eventually gets this fight done by knockout. I don't think either of these guys probably are going to be high level in the UFC, but eventually they're probably one of them's going to get the contract because this fight will end by knockout. So for this one, like I said, give me Anthony Guarascio to win the main event of the night. And all right, guys, that is it for today's video. Dana White's Contender Series, let's cash out. It's week 5. We've been doing really well recently. We had a bad week 1, but after that, we started cashing out on these weeks. So let's run it back again and let's make some more money. If, like I said in the beginning, if you guys are here for the first time, click that thumbs up, like the video, subscribe to the page, go become a member on my Buy Me a Coffee, or send me a tip on one of my payment methods if you guys want to get my lock of the day. We've hit our lock of the day in fighting 3 weeks in a row now. So let's cash out. I'm out of here, and I'll see you guys next time.